Hello. Thank you. Can you hear me? I'm going to wait 1 or 2 more minutes just to give people a chance to join. Lilugo. Hey Pontus. Oh, mic check. Okay. A lot of different names. Hard to. Nice to see you here. Exciting movements on BTC overnight. I'm going to start with the BTC 4-hour chart. We're gonna look at daily and ETH, of course, and some other coins as well. So that actually happened. The bonds was equally impressive. Got out of this range that we were here at the upper, at the mid 32,000 level. And this morning had these two candles, went all the way down to 27,800, very close to my line here. But we broke that and went almost to my next support. But then we had a pretty good bounce, some consolidation, and now looks like we're making new highs for the bounce at the moment. However, it's 10 moving average on 4-hour, and here this trend line, this downward trend line that we now have 3 points. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen. I have this line of 32,700, as well as this one is 32,674. So it's very similar, actually. So maybe, yeah, it's pretty much 700 is important. See if we are going to go above it and get into this range where I consider this bullish, or get rejected from this trend line or from this horizontal support and retest somewhere lower. Here, where we entered, the reason we fell so fast is because this range is big. There is no support in anywhere in between. So all the way from 32,700 to 29,400, that's like more than $3,000. I have quite a volatility, and the 4-hour volatility here is still high. RSI is going down, stochastics going down. It's the correction, I think, that I was expecting. Now, we can't say this is the correction where we get all the way down to 20,000 or 22,000, 24,000, these areas that I'm looking at. We can't say that just yet. However, this is a start of a correction. So if we look at the daily chart, that candle is amazing. We closed the day. They couldn't make it green, all the way green, but an amazing hammer kind of like candle. And look at this reversal on daily, how good it called the top yesterday. So today we just closed the daily 13 minutes ago. This is a new daily. So yes, the jury is still out on if this will be the correction or not, or it's just a small pullback the way we had these different small pullbacks in this uptrend. We will have to wait and see. I also want to review while we're on BTC here. Let's see the short-term time frames quickly, and I'll review one trade that I so yes, this line from 4-hour, also on 1-hour, is matching good with this resistance, support, broke down, and now trying to retest and reject from there, maybe enter. I closed my bullish call spread when we fell this morning and then bounced. I closed my bullish call spread because I don't want to hold the bullish call spread if we're going to correct. But at the same time, I opened a new one, a bearish put spread. So now I have the bearish put spread, 23,000 puts and 20,000 puts. So I bought the 23,000 puts for about a cent each, 0.96, and I sold the 20,000 puts at 1 cent. And of course, to be able to do this, you have to time it well. So you buy the puts when we bounced, and then when we started them, $3,000 difference, but I sold them for the same price. So that is the goal of the spread. And you quick, or if it's moving slower, you're gonna have more time. You have to wait more time to be able to get this price, or you are not going to be able to get it. Then in that case, you are risking this 5 BTC cents for these 5 contracts. You are risking them, and if the price keeps going up, these options will go down, and then you're risking losing that. But if you are able to get this kind of trade, there is no risk anymore for me to lose anything. The worst case, I'm already up about 4 cents here. And look how funny, both contracts are up, even though one is a buy and one is a sell. Both are up because this is a lot further contract, and we started doing consolidation. So that's a trade I made on options. I don't have any futures at the moment. Wait and see, but I'm prepared to buy lower. So let me show you this trade. So the trade goes like this. My level of supports as per my chart are 24,200, 22,800 and 19. So I want to buy at each level and at the bottom level. If we don't go all the way back to 20K and I don't feel this 20,100 level, I want to fill half of my position, quarter at 22,800, quarter at 24,200. I can then, and the price bounces, I can then add on the way up at 29.4, which is another level that I have, 29.4. So if I bought at 23 and 24, either at 27,600 or 29,400 on the way up to create my full position of however many contracts I want to purchase. So that is the trade, and the target is 48,000. So average about 23,000, target 48, it's about $25,000 trade, hence the title of the chart. Okay, so I wanted to review this, and the stop is 18,000, support level here. Of course, 20,000 is the breakout level, but 18,000 is where we have another level, which it's a good way to stop, because below there we can go all the way to 12. And never assume anything, so be prepared for everything. Never assume or whatever, right? BTC can do unexpected things. Okay, so let me quickly check comments and then I'll continue with other analysis. Looking good on 4 hour. Yes, the bounce here is very good. 30,700, 32,700, this $2,000 range. We are consolidating inside of that. I don't want to make any assumptions or be bullish or bearish in here. Overall, on higher time frame, obviously we are still bullish, monthly, weekly, even daily. We haven't broken the trade on daily. Or we are kind of a little bit, basically, yes. So if you do a trend line here of the last part of the trend, you can say we're kind of broke it, retesting it, something like that. I don't like horizontals, So that's what I try to stick to. We can hear you. My internet sucks right now though. Sorry to hear about that. To decide and retest this area, maybe enter some trades. Let's look at ETH. ETH, I was drawing some kind of pattern here, post did not play out at all. 4 hour we have a downwards. So we are back into very while ETH is so I'm assuming ETH BTC is pretty much at the highs. We can look at it later on to the 1 hour. We look at how this after the big drop, this was resistance, support, resistance, entry to enter trading at $1,050, already $50 up at 1,100. It's running pretty fast right now. I'm watching the 980 area, and then had another I did have another one at 918. I don't know what happened to it because that's where I closed one of a great trade from almost 911. Actually, I need to do this on the 4 hour. Yeah, that level, it's not only on the 1 hour. I'm gonna remove it, just leave these 2 levels. So the target above, let's look at the targets above because this is important. Oh, I know why. Okay, this is not the chart. I have this chart here. No, I don't have my levels here. I'm not sure what happened. Apologize. See, oh, right. It's ETH. Sorry, ETH USD on Bitstamp, and then we'll look at ETH BTC. Okay, so 1100 level I had. This here we can remove. I'm going to remove this RSI line as well. So we're back to this level that I have from higher time frames. This is the weekly chart, and I wanted to add, since we already reached that target, I want to add this other level so we know where we're. So this was 1228, somewhere around that area, as the next target. So ETH is running pretty hard, very streaky. Dollars higher is the next target, and after that the all-time highs are coming up at 1360, even though the all-time high is $1,420, 13 weekly chart. So if we go back to the daily, this is what it looks like. Pretty overbought, but that doesn't mean anything. There is no signs of any. So this candle on daily, even though we went down all the way to 890, the candle doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like a reversal candle. So we keep staying with it. If you are long, did the short trade here, got stopped out. So I didn't have time to post the other one. Sorry about that. So ETH very bullish at the moment. Let's look at ETH BTC since we're on ETH. I believe it was Bitstamp as well. Yeah, very this high at 35 cents or the highs, very very quick bull run here, really fast. We have to look at higher time frames to see. Yeah, we can clearly see these levels here. So we have these previous highs. So here, resistance, resistance, support, support. Levels, but we need to wait and see how the daily candle will close, and then levels. Then we can expect the 37, and then 40. I'm gonna stop here, but there are other levels. As far as I remember, 50 was some. So yes, oh yeah, this two siding with this here, and of course we have this 54 bottom in this area. We can add that as well. Yeah, something like best fit, something like this, or 0.055, and then of course higher. We're not gonna talk about those targets just yet. So yeah, ETH BTC is bullish. No worries so far. We can go all the way down to lower time frames to see this is potentially a resistance here on hourly, creating some potential bearish divergence if we are able to make a local top here on the hourly or the next hourly, 30 minutes to go, and pull back, then this bearish divergence might play and try to go in the middle of the range somewhere, or even to the bottom of the range, depending on what's happening with BTC. Okay, so let's look at some shitcoins. Let's see. Hello, Cryptoaric, Friendly Bear. Hello, Friendly Bear. Connection is not very good on both YouTube and Twitch for me. Get a lot of stuttering and reloads. Anyone else? Richard said me too. I'm not sure if it's on my end. If it is, I apologize. My internet, but I don't know if the streaming software, sometimes streaming requires a lot of bandwidth, and it could happen. I apologize for that. Friendly Bear, do you think we'll hit 34,000 again? Absolutely, why not? I mean, how it is. If we get above the 32,800 level here, 32,700 something level, 77 is 800, 4 hour, 32,800 and the 34,500, which is the all-time high. So yes, if we get back in that range, I do expect at least a retest of 33,600 and possibly a retest of 34,500. So both of those levels, if we get back in that range. But so far, I don't wanna rush and make a judgment. I wanna see how this area will play. Is it going to be a resistance, and we reverse from there on lower time frames like 15 minutes or 1 hour? And then look at the 4 hour close. For the 4 hour, we have another 3 hours to go, so 3.5 hours. So we just started the daily close of time to see, but that's good because we'll be able to, after that candle closes, we'll be able to make a better judgment of what we should, how should we be trading it. Right now, at this moment, at this particular price, I don't recommend any trades to be taken. Wait for this level, take top, or wait for the level to break, retest it, and then take a long. Those are a couple of trades that you can do. Why do you like support and resistance? Is one of the most reliable way to trade. one of the simplest way and one of the most reliable. And these levels of horizontal support and resistance have a lot. Even though they're very simple, there is a lot in that. They look simple, but what plays into that are candle closes, volume levels, where a lot of trading happens on certain price areas. A lot of volume happens on those price areas. So you can add that volume, that candle closes, as well as reached multiple times either as support or resistance, and that's how we define those levels. That's why I like them a lot. In either case, they're good for entering trades. That is why. Okay, so let's look at some of the coins. Now, alt season. Again, I keep repeating that, but I think it's very important. I don't want to talk about alt season. I want to talk about coins that are bullish, altcoins that are bullish, and altcoins that are bearish. So basically, what you can do is instead of just say, "Oh, if we're altcoins," no, I don't recommend that. Buy the strongest altcoins, and then if we're correcting, short the weakest altcoins. So you can play it both sides on the altcoins. Actually, I would say that altcoins, in my opinion, even though this is me, but I'm just gonna say it because it's important, altcoins are easier to short most of the time than to long. However, when you shouldn't short them because many of them are like rockets and they have very violent uptrends, and the reason why is because everybody piles up on them. Alt season, moon boys on each one of them, and that's how the lift. And then most of the other time they're either consolidating or in downtrends. If you look at weekly charts on most old shitcoins, they are in very big downtrends. So very easy to short for the long term. For the short term, when we're in a bull market, easy to long. So you have to be able to. So let's look. So here is a good example. 1 inch. It's not bullish, right? So we have BTC and ETH making a new all-time high in case of ETH, but 1 inch did not participate in that. So that's a good example. So we had this bounce to my level here at 136. Then we reversed back to the one area level. We took some longs in the Discord, but very like a very short lift, like 10, 15, 20 cents profits, and then all the way back to that range. So this is good level of support, but I don't like the chart to recommend for longing this coin, especially considering the bullishness of the other. And that's what I mean by picking and choosing. Theta was very bullish, but then after it topped, this was way before, or maybe at the same time, BTC made the high, I think something around there, and then it's correcting at the moment, so didn't bounce back to these levels yet, in the middle of the big range here. So I don't recommend any trades on it at the moment. We wait and see to reach resistance or support first. GRT, very similar as to 1 inch. As you can see, we're at the bottom, I believe. Yeah. So this is where it opened on FTX, had that quick run, and after that flopped in this downtrend. Big bottoming process at the moment. We had that hidden bullish divergence, trying to bottom a lot of 4-hour candles in this area. Actually, let me at this horizontal, it's very clear at the 30 cent level. So this 30 cent level is a potential long. A few times you could have tried a long, but not for much upside. Above 33 again, a close on 4 hour above 33 again, you can target for 36, and then potentially 43, but again, not a bullish chart. XRP, we had that quick up to the 26 cents area, which and all the way back to support at 21.50, and now in the middle of the range, so nothing interesting on this. Wi-Fi broke down, reversed, hit the first resistance, the second resistance, reversed again, and right now in the middle of that big range. So again, let's see what's happening with BTC. So here we are trying to go above that area, and probably ETH is making highs. One second. So yes, Jesus, where did my line go? I just had the line there at what happened? This chart didn't save. Jesus, 1115 is trying to go